What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk Hockey here, back with another video. Today I'm going to be discussing a topic that has been a hot topic for the past couple days. You know, the Mitch Marner saga is over. They've signed that. The Nylander deal's done. The Matthews deal is done. And now people are turning towards another topic. Who will be the Toronto Maple Leafs captain for this upcoming season? I'm not sure if you can tell behind me, but I'm pretty sure you guys know my pick. And the reason why I think it's going to be Austin Matthews is just all signs are pointing to it. If we're looking at the stuff that's been coming up with Babcock talking about what he's looking for, about the praise that he's had for Matthews so far, it looks like Babcock is leaning towards a Austin Matthews type of guy to be the captain. Kyle Dubas has been kind of hush-hush on it and hasn't really said that they need to name a captain, but I think that there's been a lot of discussions, as Kyle Dubas has mentioned on platforms like Tim and Sid, and then doing media presses or press conferences, that, you know, he's kind of hinted that they are leaning towards naming a captain. Brendan Shanahan, I'm sure, has his pick. He hasn't really been too vocal on it. I think he said once, though, that they would name a captain, but Babcock has been more forward, saying that they're going to name a captain. And there's been a lot of leaked images, and I want to let you guys know that there is a lot of people out there that are very good with Photoshop. I, for one, am good with Photoshop, but I wouldn't leak photos like that because it doesn't make a ton of sense to give people false hope or maybe piss some people off, depending on who you want to be the captain. But there's been a lot of photos going around of like an image of Matthews with the C on it, and then people would come out and show the real photo. And then there's been some other photos where it looks like there's a C on his jersey. Now, it very well could be, but, you know, lighting and everything has to do with it. I don't know. Just some of it looks a little fishy, and it's not exactly a guarantee that Matthews will be the captain. But if we're going to make this fair, who are the candidates? And I think that there's three in my mind. I think it's Austin Matthews, John Tavares, or Morgan Rielly. Now, I'm not going to lie. Morgan Rielly's been with this team for a while, and I figured that because of the way that he's grown and the way he's carried himself and the type of player that he is on and off the ice, he's great in the community, that Morgan Rielly was the no-brainer pick, and I thought that Mike Babcock was going to pick him for sure. Excuse me, I thought for sure Morgan Rielly was going to be captain. It just was leading up to the point where Rielly was just doing so much and performing on the ice, and there wasn't really a ton. Like, you got to remember, Morgan Rielly has played a couple years where the Leafs weren't exactly good at all, and Rielly was a very good leader, and it looked like they were willing to give him that captaincy. And the former captain was Dion Phaneuf, and a lot of people hate on him, but if you look at Dion Phaneuf, did he perform on the ice all the time? No, but from everything that people have said, Dion Phaneuf is a class act. I have a buddy who goes to a lot of games. You guys know him, Audie James. He said Dion Phaneuf is a class act, very nice guy. So Phaneuf was good with the community and good in the locker room, and people said that, you know, he deserved to be captain during that time. But moving on, the Leafs have a lot more people that can take over that role, and everybody thought Morgan Rielly would be that guy. When John Tavares signed with this team at $11 million, he was already a captain with the New York Islanders, and a lot of people said, well, listen, this just makes too much sense. He's got experience, he's been in the league for a long time, he's been a captain, and he's going to look after these young guys, and, you know, most of the team is young, and he's still fairly young, but he's going to be the guy. He's going to take this team to the next level. But since Austin Matthews has come over to this team, he's been the exciting new type of player. He's been the guy on the ice with a lot of flair, the big celebrations, bunch of goals. And from everything we've heard, and I've personally met Austin as well, he's a very nice guy. He's a smiley guy when he's meeting fans. He's really good with the kids. I've seen it literally in front of my face multiple times. He is very, very good with the fans. He's willing to sign. And, you know, all these little things the Leafs are paying attention to. They want guys that are going to be out there in the community. They want guys that are performing on the ice. They want that full package. And I think with the what a lot of people look over is they're like, okay, well, we want a captain that's going to be, you know, prim and proper, and a guy who's going to go out there and do it right every night. Well, you can still do that while also being a guy who has crazy sellies and is all over the ice and stuff like that. And Austin Matthews gets people pumped up. As a diehard sports fan and a diehard Maple Leafs fan, it's so cliche and it's so cheesy, but I bleed blue and white. It's very true. Austin Matthews, when he scores a goal and he celebrates, I get up and I'm selling like I'm on the team, like I'm on the ice. Can you imagine what the guys on the bench feel like? They love Mats. They love Austin Matthews. Look at me. I'm talking in lingo like I'm on the team. But they love Matthews. And they love Riley, they love Tavares. They seem like a very tight group. But it's just the intensity. Matthews knows how to get people going. And since he's come onto this team, the past 3 years, Matthews has shown that he can be a leader on the ice. He knows how to get the guys going. He can go out there and lead the charge, get a goal when you need it, make a good pass, make a good play when you need it. And you know what? Babcock's looking for a guy. He said he wants a Kawhi-like player, a guy who just goes out there and gets it done. To me, Kawhi's obviously much quieter, and I'm a huge Raptors fan. We the North 2019 NBA champs. Had to say it again. Love the Raps. Congratulations. Also, congratulations, Bianca Andreescu. Huge fan, Canadian. Had to shout her out. We got champions. We need the Leafs to get it going, too. But with Kawhi, he's much quieter. And, he's moved on, of course, and I'm happy for him. Gets to play at home. But with Matthews, he's a bit more loud. He's a lot more vibrant. But he still shares the same qualities as Kawhi. He goes out there and says, try to beat me. You can't beat me. I want to be the guy that beats you. Boardman gets paid for Kawhi. Goal scorer gets paid for Matthews. He goes out there and gets it done. And I think that it's fair to say that he would be a good captain. I personally think that it's the best choice. But with Tavares and Morgan Riley, those are two solid choices as well. And hey, Mitch Marner, a lot of people, I know people aren't a big fan of the contract stuff, but it's not like he's not a candidate. You've got guys all over that team. Listen, it could go as far as Tyson Barrie and Jake Muzzin. I don't know. Maybe they're not the best candidates and they're short-term options right now. That's just me saying that there's guys all over this locker room with leadership qualities that could have an A or a C on their jersey. I would imagine if one of those guys get the captaincy, the other two are going to have A's and maybe a possibility of a third A for a Muzzin or a Barrie or whoever. But it makes a lot of sense for Matthews to be captain. That's my choice. Who's your choice? Let me know down below. If you're new, make sure to subscribe. I'd love to have more hockey conversations with you. Join the squad. Let's get to 7,000 subscribers. Lots of NHL hockey content coming. I talk about all NHL teams. It's not just the Leafs, although I am a diehard Leafs fan. The season is coming up. Preseason's coming. It's time to get excited. Hockey is starting to go. There's a game, as I'm recording this, a preseason game going on in a couple hours, so can't wait to check that out. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video or stream. Peace.